Good morning, Jess. Never fails. I step inside for a minute. New people show up. I guess I should go in more often. Jess, I hope you were able to get a good night's rest. From what little I know, you deserve it. Oh, so you've been up all night. I was really hoping you'd get some good sleep. Put on one of my long waterfall videos so nobody's talking and you won't get interrupted. I can imagine, as I said, what little I know. And trust me, I totally understand. There's been a couple of people that made out to be one thing and they turned out to be totally something else. But that's life everywhere. Just remember, it's a lazy person that is constantly doing nothing but tearing down. And those people building on sand is as good as they will ever get. Well, thank you. I try to do a variety. I've not been able to go to our mountains because of road closures. And it was on the news this morning that I-40 is shut down once again because of the rain we had over the past few days. It washed out the road with a rock slide. Now this is just an opinion, and you know what they say about opinions. Uh, if you want to put it in your pocket, great. If you want to toss it out the window, that's fine too. Uh, you've defended yourself. Now, you know, let that person be, the bad person, and you guys just move on in a positive direction. Like I said, that's opinion. Now you go do whatever you want to do. They didn't report anyone was hurt, but I mean, I couldn't tell you how many rock slides they've had in the past 15 years. They were told not to put the road there, that it would be a constant problem, but politics got involved, and that's where the road was put. So I'm not a big fan of politics. I pay attention to it, but I'm not a fan. Oh no. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain, and what most people don't know, there's a large portion of counties in our mountains, they still haven't recovered from the Helene. Oh, thank you, Soul Stars. I try not to talk too loud because my voice really carries and it'll make the birds stop chirping. Soul Star, good morning to you also. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the fires out in California. The firemen went to hook up to the fire hydrants and there's no water. And they had cut off the flow of water to that part of the state. Well, good thing mine carries, you can hear me. I, I, I got a face for radio and a voice for the printed word. Yeah, Jess, I laugh too, because what else you gonna do? Oh, and Jess, you tell Mike, the Lord only made a few perfect heads, and on the rest he put hair. I come out and took some photos at about 4 o'clock, and it was clear. First time it had been clear to see the stars nicely, and I couldn't tell you how long. In between then and now, you can see the spotty clouds. We've had fog roll in. It just changes so quick. And gaming, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. You guys spoil me. You all make coffee so much better of a morning. Dragon Sasori. Everybody's showing up at the same time. Dragon Sasori, I hope you have had a great day. I know it's nighttime there. Oh, thank you. It is so much fun to think about people, different parts of the world, different time of day. Our friends in South America and Australia, Today's the first day of winter for them. Soul Star, I think the voice is because I used to tutor and I used to teach a seminar on stress management. So I kind of had to tune in to a relaxing voice, which is very hard for me. My voice is so rough. People think I'm mad many times when I'm not. Dragon Sasori, are you at work? That was one noisy truck. I understand. Soul Star, you're all better now, I hope, and in a very good place. Dragon Sasori, there's a little dragon cloud up in the sky. She's probably back at work. Marisa. Hello, Marisa. Oh, and Jess. Um, Let me think how to put this kind of in code. I can't think of a way. Mm. Just don't believe uh, certain opinions about yourself. Just don't believe them. They are little people, and they're looking at the wrong attribute. Let's put it that way. Marisa, I hope you had a great day. Did you keep Papa B in line? I just call it the way I see it. And I don't care who you are, I'm going to call it the way I see it. Now, I will try to put it in the most polite terms possible, but if it's a rabbit, I'm going to call it a rabbit. If it's a duck, I'm going to call it a duck. Yep. You know, people just, they want attention and they can't build anything, so they just tear down. It's easy to tear down. It is difficult to build, but it's a choice that everyone makes. Do you want to be lazy and tear down everything around you? Or do you want to be positive and build stuff? Hello, Fides. Thank you for coming to my live, listening to the birds. Yes, I'm 68 years old, and if I'm lucky, I learn something new every day. And I mean, who would have thought this little old mountain man would be having coffee with people around the world? If you'd have told me that even a year ago, I would not have believed it. And I started doing this April of last year. I think there's a positive quality in being able to look at the world from a wonder point of view. Now, I'm not big on learning fancy names for everything, and I probably misname flowers and trees and stuff like that. But I still enjoy how they look. I still enjoy nature. And Lord knows I can't spell. There's between auto incorrect, my spelling, and just fumbling on the phone, I'm surprised anybody can understand half of what I say. That is it. Nature is best. Yeah, uh, I've got some cartoons about the difference between a boss and a leader. I don't know if I can post them or not because I don't know about copyright and such. But, a boss will blame an employee, a leader will build up the employee. What can we do to make this better type of attitude instead of you did this wrong? Yeah, I only, I, I'm usually in a hurry when I'm doing speech to text. I should slow down and do screenshots of some of the things that it puts instead of what I say. It puts in the text. Sometimes I forget to read it before I push send, and it's like, oh my goodness. I'm not sure who did it originally. I just had the cartoons, and I didn't get the information as to who did it. I'll double check and see. There's a guy I worked with. This was in the 70s, and he was a manager at this store, and they had managers for different areas, and he would have the list of jobs that we needed to do, and he would vary who got first choice, but he would go around the group and he would point to you and you'd pick which job you want. And after everybody had chosen their job, the one job left over, the manager did that job. And all the other managers was sitting in the break room drinking their coffee, and they were asking him how he got his employees to work so hard for him and why they were so dedicated to him. And he just looked at them and said, don't know. They couldn't figure it out because they just give the employees the task, tell each one what they were going to do, no choice. And that was it. So, two different management styles. Me too. Whenever I was supervising, I tried my best when I could, because supervisors, we're like the middle of the sandwich. We've got it on both sides. Upper management's coming down on us, and then employees, they're not always agreeable, but 80% liking you is about as good as it gets most of the time. But whenever I had time, I would, roll up the sleeve and go in and do work. And one place I worked, if they had somebody that was on the lazy side, they usually teamed them up with me because they knew I wouldn't put up with it. And a lot of times the lazy people they put with me were higher ups. This one old boy, I should say man, because he was older than me. He was talking about doing the job and just being negative. I come up, I put my arm around his neck and I said, come with me, we're going to get some stuff done today. and I could hear the snickers behind us as we walked away. You know, I played basketball in grade school. I'm all about team effort. But every once in a while, you get somebody on the team, they think the other people are there to support them. And it's like, nope. Yeah, I'm not all that big myself. I, when I graduated high school, I was 5'6" and 118 pounds. Oh, I was seriously sick when I was a young child. But I got video proof I'm pretty healthy these days. Anybody can go watch the hiking videos. Used to, I wouldn't talk about me being sick as a child because everybody would freak out around me and worry, something was going to happen. And it's like, no, 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 that's in the past. Oh, geez. Well, I hope you're better now. And on the subject of bosses, if you, I don't know how to put this, some bosses teach you how to be a good uh, employee all around, whether you're a boss or a laborer or whatever. And others set good examples of what you should never do. Um, Soulstar, go to my About channel. Go to my channel and click the About and send me an email. I can't pass out the information here because YT will go, but zonkers. I I have something that might help. All natural, of course. Well, Jess, I'm glad you shared that information. That's good to know. And I thought I had talked Jess to sleep. Shinri, good morning. Shinri, I only slept a couple of hours night before last, and after I got a pot of coffee in me and was listening to good music, I fell asleep. Pink Pixie, good morning. I hope you guys are having a great start to your day, a great end to your day, depending upon where you are on our illustrious planet. Third rock from the sun. Those birds sound great. I have not seen a single deer today. Thank you. I started alive at 5 o'clock and some things just weren't working, so I shut it down and restarted this one at 6. The dragons have arrived. Dragon Sasori was here earlier. Shinri, tell me if I say this. Kamusta? Kamusta? Bon dia for our friends in South America. Buenos dias for south of the border. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to learn. I'm barely able to speak English, and I was born and raised here. Other languages are a challenge. But I always try to learn the most important word in every language. Thank you. Maritas. Maritas, she has a long day at her job. Maritas, you don't need those artificial intelligence rendering photos. You just be yourself. Smile big. De donde es un baño? Oh, but I've gone to channels where they don't understand a word I say, and we still find a way to communicate. I mean, well, we have all the North American continents represented now. I wish I could learn languages, but there's not enough time in the day. I mean, it is a major effort. And I think it's safe to ask everybody in chat right now, please pray for one another. This whole world needs it right now more than ever. That's probably true, Soul Star. I, I think the greatest invention in my lifetime was spell check. Thank you, Pitsy, Soul Star, Jess. I thought it was a good crowd. That was something I was telling someone just earlier today. I was in their live chat and they were talking about uh, their subs going up and down. And I told them, I said, subs will come and go. Friends and family will hang around. And I am very lucky for all of you guys to hang around. I don't know what I'm going to do when wintertime gets here and I'm not able to have coffee on the back porch. Thank you, Maritas. Maritas is Little Miss Sunshine. Soul Star, I hope you have a great day. And we'll catch you again soon, I'm sure. You guys listen to the birds for a couple of minutes. I gotta go get rid of some coffee. Jess, I hope you have a great day's rest. Thank you for showing up. Like I said, you guys have spoiled me having coffee with me every morning. It's 7:05 here in North Carolina. 62 degrees, which is fantastic. And keeping things on a positive note, we're not going to talk about humidity. screen's really showing up there. This is the persimmon tree. Good morning again. Thank you for hanging around, Ann. I was just having a snack. Those little light colored fruit that you see on the tree, that's persimmons. That's what the deer are munching. They're munching on. Good morning, Moggs. I was just having my snack bar. I hope that you did not get a phone call. If it doesn't affect money, I hope you don't get one. Go drown a few worms. I got about 2 hours sleep last night. I woke up before 3 this morning. It was almost 1 before I got to sleep, if not after 1. Roger Blair, good morning to you, sir. Moggs, we got a reprieve this morning. It was 62 degrees when the sun come up, and the humidity was 97%. And next week it's going to be the mid 90s every day. Teacher Crizzy, Kamusta. Teacher Crizzy, thank you for coming with your big smiles. Yep, summer is here, that's for sure. Moggs, I got up this morning and was listening to the news to try to catch the weather. I-40 had a rock slide and it's blocked again. There's been construction and then the storm damage and some other things going on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's been over a year since I've been able to travel anywhere on the parkway. Well, I was talking about that a little earlier. The Army Corps of Engineers told them, do not put the highway here. It needs to run further north. But the politicians in charge, excuse me, uh, wanted to reward their buddies in the counties that the road runs through, and the rest is history. Miles, you like to learn stuff. Start in Greensboro on I-40. and use one of the map programs to get directions to Knoxville. And if you go on I-40 from Greensboro to Knoxville, and then compare that to going from Greensboro on I-40 till you get to Winston, and then take 52 north until you get to 77, 52, 74, until you get to I-77, and I-77 will go up to Wytheville, Virginia, and then take 81 to Knoxville. There's only a handful of miles difference. Thank you, Teacher Chrissy. That's how crooked and out of the way I-40 really is. You can drive well into another state and take a different highway to Knoxville, and it's only, I think it's like 9 or 10 miles further. But it's straight roads. It's an easier drive, easier on your car. They had one lane open each way, but the rock slide took that, or took some section out. Good morning, Stevie B. I hope you're having a great start to your day. The only question for Stevie B is she at work or on her way to work? Or could we be so lucky that she also has the day off and you guys can go fishing? Well, I can dream. Might as well dream big. It costs the same as dreaming small. Oh, Moggs. The the evaporator is frosting up. That means low on Freon. Ugh. Well, Stevie, since you have to be at work, I hope it's an easy day for you. Yesterday it rained too soon and I didn't get to mow the backyard. Hopefully it'll be dry enough today I can mow it. Excellent. I am glad to hear that. I understand. Just a few weeks before my 20th anniversary, myself and a group of my coworkers was asked to vacate. So I am very happy you've made it 20 years, and I hope you are able to stay as long as you want to and you enjoy it. Well, you're still young. What would be a full retirement age for you? 60, what, 67 and a half, 68. Because I know they changed the goalpost on us. I'd been working almost 15 years, and they changed it for me from 65 to 66 and a half. Well, I certainly hope it works out. If it hadn't been for a couple of trusting the wrong person situation, when I got laid off, I probably would have retired or semi-retired. But I'll do something. I mean, I keep an eye out for work even now. I'm just lucky enough I can be a little bit picky. In an ideal world, I'd get a job that's 3 12-hour days. Well, I hear the paraglider. At least today he waited till almost 8 o'clock. Oh, he's getting fancy. He's doing the old spiral down. That's a good way to get his bottom in a sling. Um, in with the parachute, you can pull the draw cord on one side uh, to the max, and it will cause it to tilt in that direction and spiral down like a corkscrew. It's a way of losing altitude fast so that you don't overshoot your target if the wind's blowing. The thing is the parachute is very light and it will move quickly, and whatever's hanging below it does not. And you can end up where you're horizontal with the parachute, and then you become a pendulum and just swing back and forth. So it's not the smartest of moves to do unless you really know what you're doing. I've seen people break a hip. They do it too close to the ground. Guys, I need to get some work done. I really appreciate you guys spoiling me and joining for morning coffee. I hope it helped everybody near here ease into their day. If you're over and on the other side of the world and it's nighttime, I hope it helped you relax so you get a good night's rest. We will catch y'all next time. Everybody take care.